about your bread.
That's past 3.5 minutes.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Hey, good morning. Justin Burkhart's going to be in studio with us here in a little bit. We're going to talk Reed Bravo. Check this noise out. I wonder if I want to make sure I'm live here. Let me make sure we're all in photos. We in pictures. Can everybody see? Okay. Hey, how about that? A little pink out action.
I like it.
Volleyball. What? What do you mean? You didn't interview the volleyball team. I had to interview. Kim McConaughey came on my show. They brought me this shirt. So IU East Volleyball, they're doing it. It's on us thing for tonight's game or tonight's match, and then tomorrow's the pink out game. And so they sent me a shirt, so I told them I would wear it. And I brought in my oh God, Lord have mercy. Can I do this? 40 seconds. I brought my pink Chucks in too, just because Burkhart's here.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
That's so strong.
All right. 25. There, you getting your stretches in. I love it. All right.
Now, back to the Wake Up Call with Phil Quinn. Brought to you by Phillips Drugs on Richmond's Classic Hits. What up?
64 degrees here on the Wake Up Call. It is 6:45. Another edition of Taking a Look at the Headlines while we're also on Facebook Live. Jeff Lane is over from the newsroom. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so I'm trying to cue up my music and be ready to go.
I was just about ready to tell you to do that.
Here we go. All right, let me just turn down this music so I can turn up this music.
We have another I-70 update. There was yet another serious crash on I-70 last night, westbound. Actually, it was late yesterday afternoon. This one was 5 miles into Preble County. Again, a direct result of construction around Richmond and the reduction to one lane.
5 miles?
Yeah, 5 miles in. One person had to be cut free from the wreckage, was taken by medical helicopter to a level 1 trauma center. We don't yet know that person's identity or condition. 2 other people suffered less serious injuries. Now, I was going through this morning at around 3:30, and they had begun to remove barrels. The barrels that had restricted I-70 to one lane. It was actually taking away the passing lane, but guess what? They're going right back up tonight.
What?
Yes, they're going to be taking away the driving lane, meaning that everybody's going to have to go into the passing lane. It'll be one lane again beginning tonight in the same areas, starting at Chester Boulevard, going west of Williamsburg Pike. And as I told the guys over there, you might as well just park a medical helicopter right on the side of the road and just wait. You might as well, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen again probably this weekend. We'll probably be in here Monday talking about another crash on 70 West in Preble County due to the backup. And here's the thing. Here's what I think it is. There are 2 sets of idiots.
Yes.
The first idiot is the one who refuses to merge and waits until the very last second, and then has to either cut in front of somebody to get in, or somebody has to stop and let them in.
Right.
And then the other idiot, of course, is the one who's scrolling through their phone as they're driving and doesn't see the stop traffic ahead of them.
Right. I'm just not taking 70. I'm just not going to do it for a while. Unless I know I've got a clear path. Just not going to take a chance.
Couple of things to follow up on. The sad news we reported yesterday of the fatal motorcycle crash in Richmond. After we were out of news yesterday, we got the identification on the man. He's 50-year-old Michael Hecox. Apparently his foot peg contacted the ground, causing him to lose control. Also, a little bit more on the teacher salary increase for Richmond Community Schools.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest one in school history, the $3,000 increase. Teacher pay now ranging from $40,000 to just over $74,000 annually.
There is a common thought out there that the larger the school district, the more or better the teacher pay can be long term, I think. I'm not sure about introductory, but Richmond had fallen behind for a while. So it was, larger or more kids in the classroom, but not necessarily more money for the teacher. And some teachers were bailing from Richmond and taking a pay increase to go someplace else. So you got to get those things in line, or you lose your teachers.
Right.
Because for the most part, kids are kids. So.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. I checked the U.S. drought map this morning. It comes out every Thursday night, and the Wayne County area is now completely in a moderate drought.
So can I have a fire pit or not?
Right now you can. Wayne County's not under any burn.
Oh, they're not?
No. Union and Franklin County are, but Wayne County is not, even though it is now officially considered in a drought. The only part of our area that's not in a moderate drought is southeastern Preble County. And drug take-back days, those are coming to several communities across the area. Richmond's is going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow. Always a lot of medication collected. 1,500 pounds is about what they get every single time. And they do it twice a year, once in October and once in April.
Yeah, it's a great thing because it's not going in the water system. It's not getting thieved, in your house. And if it's expired, it's making sure that you stay healthy too. I know Pete, Phillips Drugs, they stockpile a lot of stuff that they need to get expired and destroyed through those drug take-back programs. So, yeah, it's fun. It's a good thing to do. And we get tons of pills thrown away. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, are you ready for our question of the day?
Lay it on me.
Okay. Other than your significant other, who's the one person you can trust?
One person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have just one.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I went with more than one. Yeah. I said the person or people that I cannot trust, my mom and my kids. They will throw me under the bus in a second.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, they'll pull up, beep, back it over again. I can trust the two pastors of our church. I can trust pretty well.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of close friends that if I confide in them, they'll keep it clear. But then I also have a lot of good friends. I wouldn't tell them what I had for breakfast. But I feel like I can trust you, and I feel like a lot of our listeners should be saying I can trust Jeff Lane, that if Jeff Lane tells me something, it's true.
I hope.
Because, the reason why I thought about this question, I thought about it earlier this week when we were talking about the Cambridge City stuff. And when you need to know something, can we rely on that person to tell us what they know, even if that is, well, I don't really know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool. So I've got my Monday question of the day ready to go. You ready for this one?
Sure.
If a person gets caught cheating, do they deserve a second chance? And I'm not talking about quizzes. If a person has cheated and they fess up to it, that seems to me to be one thing. But on the other end, if you get caught, do you get a second chance?
You mean like caught in the act?
It doesn't have to. I don't care. I mean,
okay.
That's fine too. But if you get snuck up on and you get caught, do you get a second chance? I'm very curious about that. But we have an entire weekend to think about that answer.
Man, it's heavy stuff.
It's good stuff. All right, so Justin Burkhart's getting ready to come in here. We'll have him in studio. We're also going to be talking about 3D mammography. Reed Bravo, a lot of people out there getting their pink on for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll talk more about that. Jeff, have a great weekend.
You too.
Richmond's Classic Hits, 1017 The Point.
It's time to create.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with us on Facebook. We have really enjoyed this for the last 3 months or so, and having a bunch of people joining us to talk about that is kind of great, kind of fun. So we'll see. No, my socks are not as cool as my shoes. Sorry, Jenny. They're just black short socks. All right. Bye, guys.